Hey y'all, it's your girl Judy Carrasco, healthy hair speaker, and today I am sharing with you this makeup look and my head wrap. First of all, happy Labor Day, and as you can see I got my P31 Studios bonnet on. Started with the Lancôme Cleanser and Dermologica and Lancôme Moisturizers. Adjusting my bonnet. You want to start off with a nice spoolie and just shape your brows. And I'm just using a regular brown, medium brown eyebrow pencil. I like to outline my brows first. I find outlining the brows first actually helps with giving you a great foundation so you can see how your brows look and then go in and fill them in. So when you're filling in your brows, you want to use light strokes. You want it to look like hair, so little light strokes. Don't be heavy-handed when it comes to this pencil. Don't just slide the pencil across your brows, because then you're going to end up looking like who did it and why. See the difference? Excuse me, Chad. Again, just going in and outlining the top, and I outline the bottom just so I can see where that brow is going to, how it's going to lay. And again, filling in those brows, fill them in. And what I like about using a brow pencil is you can actually go in and just use your hand to remove any excess, or if you don't like something. And I know they're crooked now, but the great thing about concealer is I can go in and make them even. Like my good friend Jody says of SE Beauty Bar, she says brows are sisters, not twins, so they're not going to be exactly the same shape. We actually have one part of our body that is either bigger or higher or whatnot. So we're not perfect, so why should our brows be, right? I'm going in with the Anatasia Concealer Pots. At the bottom, I'm using the 6.25, which is a lighter concealer, and using just very little. I like to start at the arch, and then I use the excess and bring it forward. So I focus mainly on the arch because that's where I want the lightness to be. And then I bring it down. And then as we bring it down, go ahead and just start blending. One thing that I've learned when it comes to doing brows, because I get asked about my brows all the time. It's all about blending, really. It's nothing to it. You gotta really just know how to blend. Because if you just, apply the brow pencil to your brows, but you don't blend it in, then you can see where the lines are, and it looks, unnatural. So you want, even though you're putting makeup, you want to do a natural look, no matter what. So now I'm going at the top of my brow with the darker shade of the Anatasia Concealer Pot, and this is 5.0, so it's several shades darker. And the reason why I'm doing darker on top of my brows is because I only really want the bottom of my brows to be highlighted. And the top, I want it to look as natural as possible. So using, again, that concealer brush, blending everything in, and then I'm going to go in and just fix the lines. So as I'm going in with a flat foundation brush and just blending it in, because I want to make sure that I don't have any lines going on. Again, you want to blend, so I take the spoolie and I blend the very front of my brows because I want it to look as light as possible so it looks natural. And going back in and making sure that the concealer is in place and that I don't have any lines. So not done yet. Now I'm using the LA Girls concealer, and this is like an orange tone color. I see people use this in their videos a lot, and I wanted to try it for the first time, so here we go. So just using this foundation brush, I'm going in and I'm smoothing it in. Just smoothing it in. Again, blending is your friend whenever you're doing any form of makeup. And I like using an angled brush because I can go underneath my eye And using a smaller compact brush, I'm able to now go in and just make sure that everything is well blended. I don't want to have any lines or any creases underneath my eye. And this is just a makeup, I don't even know the name of it, that I picked up from a department store, and I'm just using just a little drop everywhere to give me the coverage that I'm looking for. I really like to do kind of like a color wash method is what I call it, where I use very little foundation and then I go in with a setting spray or skin spray like this Badescuo cucumber spray, and I like to spray my brush heavily and then I spray my face, so it makes my face very wet, and then I go in and I just blend everything in, so it gives me a color wash, kind of like when you use the paint, and the paints you dip it in water just to give it a light color. And basically this is helping me to smooth it evenly, and it's allowing me not to use so much product. So again, just blending away. Blending is your friend, ladies, so it's very important. You want to make sure that you blend all the lines of your makeup. You want to blend everything in because you don't want to have any streaks on your face. Now I'm going to go in with a setting powder. This is one of my favorites. It's by Bare Minerals. It's their Mineral Veil. And the reason why I like this one, for those of us who have melanin in our skin, it's good to use because it actually has like a pink tone to it. And the pink tone helps to balance our color that we have in our skin. And as you can see here, it's very, very little that I have on this thing. Yep, nice pinkish tone. Very, very little. And I'm going to put some on the brush. And since I have so much on the brush, I go ahead and tap the excess off. And I focus on the areas that get oily, which is like my cheeks, my nose, my forehead. And then I just blend it all in. So what this does, it helps to create a nice veil over my face, and it gives me a nice matte finish throughout the day, so that way I don't get oily. And again, there it is, the Mineral Veil by Bare Minerals. It's a finishing powder, so you can use this as your setting spray. And now I love to use a baking powder, and the one that I've been using is by Makeup Revolution, and this is the Terra Cotta color, which is like a golden, not like a light gold, but it's more of like a close to a mustard color. And I like to use it because I have those undertones, so it's gonna go ahead and help to brighten under my eye and just make everything look as if I've been just sun-kissed, I guess. Alright, so using that same little compact brush as before, I'm just going in underneath my eye, and this is just to highlight and to make my face look brighter. And very, very little bit goes a long way. As you can see, I have very little on cap, and I am going to just blend that baby in. I'm doing the same thing for the bridge of my nose and my forehead, because you know, your highlight, you want it to be right there in that center part, as if the sun has, you know, kissed your skin. So that's the purpose of highlighting. You want it to be in the areas where the sun will hit you the most. So going in and just blending it in. And remember, I said blending is your friend. And another neat thing that I like to do, I like to take that same Makeup Revolution baking powder, and with a little bit, I put it on a eyeshadow brush and I put it right underneath my brows, because what I want to do is lock in that concealer that I did use to shape my brows with. So putting that underneath the eyebrow to lock in the concealer will help the concealer to stay in place. And if the concealer's in place, then that means my brows will stay in place, because there's no way for the brow to move. Like if I sweat or anything like that, locking that in with the powder helps to keep everything in place. So That's just something that I learned. I'm always jamming y'all. Again, blending is your friend. And this is my ultimate favorite highlight powder right here by Laura Geller. This is the Blush and Sunswept. It's like a marble kind of color. I should have opened it so you guys can see it, but in another video. So just taking a fan brush, like I said, a little bit goes a long way. And I like to put it right on my cheeks. So again, it looks like I'm just in the sun, just getting kissed by the sun, and only putting that on my cheekbones. And I just bring it up a little bit. And I have very little on the brush, and it's enough to do my whole face. So you want to invest in good products when it comes to your makeup, because they're going to last you a long time. Most of these makeups that I use in this video, I've had them for almost, I would say, 8 or 9 months, because a little bit goes a long way. So now I'm going in with Prestige Cosmetics. This is a plum colored coil pencil, and I like it because it's like a gel texture, so it glides really well. It's not drying to the waterline, and it has a nice little pearlized plum color to it. So again, I'm doing a natural look. I'm not trying to do anything excessive. It is, you know, early in the morning, so I'm not trying to do anything that's like bam in your face dramatic. So using this Smashbox nude palette, I'm using just like a Terra Cotta color, and that's just my base, and I'm just blending that in. And this little palette was by Beauty Control, and it's a little iridescent gold that I have, and I'm going to use that just on my lid, right in the center of my lid, and that's just to give me a pop of color to brighten my eye a little bit. Hey. I'm always jamming, y'all. I'm going in with this Tarte palette. I am using like a gold as well too, but it's more of like a beigey kind of gold, and I'm gonna just go underneath that brow just to give it a little shimmer, not too much. It gives me a nice highlight kind of look, so that's that. As you can see, that highlight on my cheekbone popping, child. Alright, so now I'm going in again with that Tarte palette using a plum color, and I'm only going to use this plum color right in the corner of my eye, because again, I'm not trying to do anything dramatic, but I want it to, you know, just give me a little bit of color. And I like this plum color because it goes well with the pearlized plum coil pencil that I have on my waterline. And I'm just blending it in with a angled eyeshadow brush. Blend, 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 blend is your friend. Blend, 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 blend is your friend. So now using a brush that don't have any product on it, I'm just going in and blending everything in all at once. Look at that highlight popping. Ooh, yes. Again, doing my final blending, because you want everything to flow together. You don't want it to look like, okay, concealer over here, baking powder over here. You want everything to blend in well together. Now I'm going to set the makeup with the Badescuo Cucumber Facial Spray. And just set it on in. Alright, so the reason why I have my bonnet is because I do not want for this cotton scarf to dehydrate my hair, because I'm going to have it on all day. Whenever you use a cotton scarf, you want to make sure you have silk or satin underneath it. So that's why I have my bonnet. So bear with me, y'all. This is only my second head wrap, so I'm trying to make it work. So I start by twisting it and just rolling it around, because I'm looking for like a top kind of frontal wrap bun, I guess is what you would call it. And I can always redo it, so it's a learning process. I really like how that looks like a rhinoceros horn, so I'm going to redo it just a little bit. Feel like it's a little too pointy. And I am just going to roll that sucker around, holding it so that way it's more flat. Like I said, this is only my second head wrap. I'm going to just take it in. I always thought head wraps were cute. I just never tried it, so it's my second time trying it. So that's a little better. I did make a mistake and I left my hair in a ponytail. Next time I will just leave my hair wrapped, so that way I don't have this little thing sticking out. But hey, it's okay. Not bad for my second day. So that's it. So what y'all think? Here's the finished look. And don't forget to like, subscribe, share this video. Tell me what you think, guys, and if there's other looks that you would like me to do a video on. I'm open for it, so let your girl know what your thoughts are. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you all have a wonderful and a happy Labor Day.